Everybody, welcome back to another episode of Card Talk, a podcast where we spend a little bit of time talking about cards from Lord of the Rings, the card game. I'm Dave Walsh, your host, and this time I am flying solo without Grant Thompson, who is usually just along for the ride, but I am working on this one deck run / Slippery Silvans, and so lately I've been really excited about the Sylvan archetype and how it's been working, especially with the new cards that have been released with Fire in the Night. Who knows, by the time I release this, they won't be the new cards in Fire in the Night, but anyways, that's the latest AP that's been released up to the time of recording. But we are now in the fourth scenario of the Shadows of Mirkwood cycle, which is the hunt for Gollum. So I guess we need to try to find Gollum and see what's been happening to him here. And so it says here on the first quest card 1A, Gandalf has requested your assistance in the search for the elusive creature known as Gollum. Your search begins in the Anduin Valley between the Mirkwood Forest and the Misty Mountains. And so one of the things that happens with this first and kind of second cycle is that there's not as much of a cohesive story. It still tells the story a little bit, but the story isn't as cohesive as the later adventure packs, or the later cycles where the story is told all the way through 9 parts. So, but nonetheless, this is what we have. And so we have heroes. We have Celeborn, and we have Galadriel, and we have Thranduil. I'm using a proxy for Thranduil because the USPS has yet to deliver Fire in the Night, but we'll get it figured out. So I'm just shuffling the deck now. I do have the round turn counter, my threat dial set to 29 because I have 29 threat, and then I always have Albert Einstein with me, who is the rules adjudicator. But I'm also relying on you, the community, to tell me if I've done any sort of rule invalidating or game invalidating moves. And I'm also posting the wins, not the losses, unless it gets to be totally crazy. So I'll tell you at the beginning of every game that this is how many times I've played it, and I'm recording everything, but I'm not posting all the losses. So this is the first time I've played the Hunt for Gollum with this deck. It's not the first time I've played Hunt for Gollum, but this particular quest is very location heavy. So typically I'm looking for one of the resource smoothers or resource generators. I want a steward, I want Olorian, or I want Nenya to begin with. So I didn't get any of those in that hand, so I'm going to mulligan, and we'll see what's going on here. So this hand I have to take. The rules say you can only mulligan once. So there's 6. So let's hope. Okay, so again, I'm proxying. This is Quicker Than Sight. So this is Haldir, Sylvan Tracker, Galadriel Minstrel, Island of Mid-Peril, Fan Voices, and Quicker Than Sight. That's what I have in my hand right now. So I didn't get any of it. So now we set up. It says reveal 1 card per player. So there's the Misty Mountain Goblins. That's fine. Turn this over. And it says, after players quest successfully, the first player looks at the top 3 cards in the encounter deck, reveal it, add 1 of those to the staging area, and discard the other 2. Okay. So let's get some resource things. And now I'm going to draw. Okay, so there's the Knave Guide. The Knave Guide's a good card to start with. So I'm going to play the Knave Guide here. And so now, because of Celeborn buffs the Knave Guide, and because of Galadriel, she doesn't have to exhaust to commit to the quest. So, here we go. I'm going to commit 5 to the quest. Okay, so 2, 5. Okay, it says discard 1 resource from each hero's resource pool. Okay, so I discard resource pool. Old Wives' Tales, that's a horrible card. Glad I kind of got it now. So let me put so I did 5. So there's 2 in the staging area, so that's 3 on the quest here. So now it says, after you use quest successfully, look at the top 3 cards of the deck, reveal and add one of those cards to the staging area. Okay, and then discard the other 2. Okay, so this doesn't change the amount of threat in the staging area. Okay. It's never, that isn't what's going to happen because it's after we've already quested successfully. So if you don't want to reveal extra cards, you could always quest unsuccessfully, which I'm not sure if you want to, how often you'd really want to do that, but you could. Let's see. But, so this is a location, so I'm going to move this up here. Okay, this is good to get out of play, especially in this for this hand or for this deck. This deck is is crazy because it's a swarm deck. So this X could get up really high, really quickly. So I'm going to try to get through this, but at some point in the quest, I'm going to have to look for clues. And they're all in here. And this is a pretty thick encounter deck. I'm not sure exactly how many cards, but it's like 50. It's approaching 50, if it's not a little more. Okay, so that's going to be crazy. So here's what I'm going to do. Bring this into play. Or I'm going to engage this. I have to. Okay, I'm going to do this. Deal it a shadow card. Here's the thing. I can't do anything to it. So I can either take it undefended and then attack with this guy. Here's what I'll do. Before I'll use her ability. Okay, so I got the Steward of Gondor. That helps for resource smoothing. So I lose 1 threat. So I am going to play Feigned Voices. So when I play Feigned Voices, I pull something back into my hand, and then this goes bad. And so now this is a non-objective card. It gets put back into it gets discarded. Okay. So this guy did nothing, and it says, after attacks, remove 1 progress from the main quest, so this goes down to 2. Okay. So now I'm going to ready everybody, raise my threat by 1, raise the round by 1, so I'm at round 2, I'm going to draw a card. Okay, so I get another Feigned Voices. That's a good card to have. So I don't have Nenya, so this is where I have to be strange. So I'm going to do this, but I'm going to put this onto this guy. Then I'm going to exhaust it. He gets 2. Because I do have some cards that I would want to play, but I'm going to play the Knave Guide again. So by playing the Knave Guide, that now lets me do the same thing, but now there's 0 in the staging area. And this is only worth 2 to quest through. So I'm just going to quest 1, 2. So I'm going to do that. So I do this, Gladden Fields. So Gladden Fields is rough, but it's okay. So here's what happens. So I quest successfully because this is 3. This goes by, so now I get to draw 3. I get to put 1 in the staging area. So I'm going to put this in the staging area. I get to discard that. So now, here's the thing, is that this has to be guarded. So guarded means I pull this out. Now the current cycle has guarded player cards. This is just guarded any sort of card. So Hunters from Mordor get all sorts of bonuses when Signs of Gollum are in play. So right now he's a 4 attack and 4 threat. That's frustrating. But it is what it is. So now I'm going to travel to the Gladden Fields because I have that. So now I'm going to engage this guy. Sorry, I'm not going to engage. This guy's going to attack me. Now I'm able to cancel a shadow. I have that in my hand, but I'm gonna take the damage, or I'm gonna defend with Thranduil. Now that's the 3rd sign from Gollum that I've had. I think you only need 1 to win the game, but I forget. But nonetheless, Thranduil doesn't take any damage. And now I'm going to attack for 2, 4. And I'm going to kill this guy. Now, after he makes an attack, remove 1 progress from the main quest, so I have to make sure that I do that. Okay. Oh, before the end of the turn, I'm going to use Galadriel's ability. Okay, so there's another Quicker Than Sight. And now I'm going to draw a card. It's 2, 3, 1. So now we have some stuff to play with. So I have some of the slippery stuff, bring things in and out of play. So this I'm going to put into play. So that allows me to take Faint Voices. And now, so yeah, I want to get the Sylvan Tracker out, but I also have Haldir. And I also have the Minstrel. But with Thranduil's ability, I'm able to do that. I don't think I paid for that. So I'm also in the 3rd round. Okay. So I'm going to quest. 3, 5. Oh, this doesn't exhaust a quest. Okay. 6. So I'm going to quest for 6. Right now there's 4 in the staging area. So that's 6. It's another Misty Mountains. So here's the thing. This is... So I neither quest successfully or unsuccessfully, so I don't do anything with revealing things here. But now I can bring this guy down, deal it a shadow card, defend with Thranduil, and I still have the ability to bring it back into play. Let's see. So that's Evil Storm. There's no shadow effect. Actually, you know what I should do? I'm going to bring this guy into play using Thranduil's ability. So that was 3. So I'm down to 1. So now, hoping to get... I don't know what I'm hoping to get. So I need to bring an event into my hand. So that's Faint Voices. I probably should have brought Haldir into play, but it's okay. Okay. Now Galadriel's ability, so lower raise. Okay, so there's all my feigned voices, Grant. Okay, so I have another feigned voices. So I have 2 feigned voices. I have 2 quicker than sights. I have 1 island amid perils. Oh, I have all 3 feigned voices in my hand. Okay. Ready, everybody. Because of this, I raise my threat by an extra 1. Draw a card. It's a Greenwood Archer. That's good. Now I get my resources. So now I'm going to quest. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to quest for 6 again. While the West Bank is the active location, attach and cost 1 additional matching resource to play from hand. Okay. So here's the thing. I did 7. I can't boost it. So I did 7. So I have to raise my threat by 1 because I only quested for 6. I'm going to do this. Now, just to be sure, I'm going to defend with Thranduil. Now, there is a shadow effect there. The shadow effect does something. So here, I want the Nath Guide back in my hand, so I'm going to cancel that shadow effect so I can bring the Nath Guide back into my hand. And now I'm going to use Thranduil's ability. The only way I can kill him is bring this guy out into play for 2. And that allows me to ready this guy. And now I can do 3, 5. This guy dies. Okay. Good. Use Galadriel's ability. There's a tree people. Doesn't help until I get Nenya. I'm going to ready everybody. And then another one, Olorian. So that's, now we're starting to get rolling here. 3. Ah! Okay, so I'm going to play 1. Pay 1 to put Olorian into play. I'm going to pay 2 to put the Nath Guide down. So by putting the Nath Guide down, that means that Celeborn isn't going to exhaust to quest. So this is going to be 1, 2, 5. Oh, sorry, 4, 7. I'm questing for 7. Let me quest for 8. Thranduil doesn't exhaust a quest. Actually, I'll keep Celeborn up. 8. So I'm going to quest for 8. The East Bite. While East Bite is active location, ally cards cost an additional matching resource to play from hand. So now I have 2, so I have 6, 10 out there, and I quested for 8. So that's 2. Okay, so I can't do anything with that. Oh, I have to raise my threat an extra 1 because of the Gladden Fields being active location. I probably am on round 5. Okay, I'm going to use Galadriel's ability to draw a card. That's what I need. I need Nenya. Okay, so this guy comes down. Okay, lower my threat by 1. He still has to come down. This. So now I'm going to play Feign Voices. And I'm going to pull the Nath Guide back into my hand. Am I going to pull the Nath Guide back in my hand? I'm going to pull the Weaver back in my hand. So now that guy does not attack, which is fine. And now I'm going to play Olorian. And I'm going to put Haldir down. So, how much damage can I do to this guy? He's got 8. So there's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This guy dies. He's the worst part of this game. Okay. After players quest successfully, players make claims that it has no attached. When claim any hero committed to the quest. So I can't put it on Galadriel. Okay, end of round. Gladdenfields raise my threat by 2. I'm on round 6. Everybody readies. Draw a card. Another Greenwood Archer. 4. 2. Okay, so now look, Nenya can come down for 1. So that's good. Now I'm going to put the Weaver into play for 1, and that means that Feign Voices goes back into my deck. So now I'm going to tree people. I'm going to pull the Weaver back into my hand. I'm not going to pull the Weaver back into my hand. I'm going to pull the Guide back into my hand. And now I'm going to hope for, well, there's Galleon, the Galadon Archer. Okay, so I guess I will bring the Galadon Archer into play. So these are the So these are the guys I just brought into play. So now I'm going to bring this guy into play. Okay, and I'm going to make Celeborn not exhausted, commit to the quest. Now I'm going to play Olorian, and I'm going to bring the Sylvan Tracker into play. Now, I have a whole bunch of cards that allow me to slip these guys in and out of play, which I may use here to lower my threat and to do all sorts of stuff. Okay, but we'll see here. So 2, I'm going to quest with Haldir. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. So I'm questing through this. I really want to get done with this. Driven by Shadow. So who's not committed to the quest? 1, 2, 3 people are not committed to the quest. So I raise my threat by 3. I don't have a test of will to do anything with that. Okay. So how much was that? 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 13. So that's 6, 9, then 4 more. Puts this at 5. Now I'm going to commit Nenya. I'm going to use Galadriel. So I'm going to just to get through this. So there's no requirements. Okay. So now it says. So it says at the beginning of the quest phase, the player looks at the top 2 cards of the encounter, reveal and add one of those to this. So here's the thing. I don't have to do it this round. It's like a little thing. I didn't have to do the end because that immediately goes away. And now we're not at the beginning anymore, so that doesn't go away. So now here's the thing. I'm gonna take this, and I'm going to put this on Celeborn because I was able to quest successfully. So, and then Celeborn was committed to the quest. So I now have Signs of Gandalf. Okay, or Signs of Gollum. Now, I'm going to play this card or I'm going to get this out of the staging area. That's allies cost an additional 1. Okay, and then to help myself do this is I'm going to play Island Amid Perils to pull Haldir back into my hand and to reduce my threat by 4. So I'm at 35. Okay, so I'm going to ready everybody. I'm going to draw a card. That's Test of Will, which is great to see now. So this is 7. 1. 1. Here's the thing, I don't need to play allies right now. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. And then I could use Galadriel if I need to. So this is 7. Okay. Okay, so it's the beginning of the quest phase. So 2 cards. So I'm going to put one of those in the deck. So I'm already at 7. Okay, now I'm going to do this. Oh, look, and there's a sign from Gollum. This gets guarded. So now this guy goes up by 2 more. So, going up by 2 more means that this is 6, 9, 10, 12. And I quested for 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So I'll commit Galadriel with Nenya. Not commit her, but I'll use her ability. And that only makes me have to raise my threat by 1. Now this guy's going to engage me. I don't get to do anything like that. This guy gets a shadow card. Okay, so I have to pay 1. So this is down to 6 here. To do Feigned Voices. So I'm going to Feigned Voices. Let's see. I'm going to Feigned Voice the Nath Guide into my hand. So this thing doesn't go off. Okay. And now I'm going to use... Oh, this is allies. I'm sorry. So, not... This is the one that's... Okay, so I'm going to bring this guy back into my hand, or I'm going to play this guy for 4. So this is down to 3 with using Thranduil. And this is what's engaged with. So this is 3, 6, 8. And that does enough to kill this. This guy dies. Okay, this is where I wish I had Legolas, because I would be able to be drawing cards every time. Draw. There's another Steward of Gondor. We'll put him in the back. This is 6, 2 resources. Okay. So, with Olorien, that cancels out that to play this. So I'm going to play that for 2. I'm going to target is going to be colorborn again. Now I really have to quest for a bunch here, so I'm going to quest 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 6 out there. Turn one over. First player chooses and shuffles card clue trait back into the encounter deck if there were no clue cards in play. So I'm going to shuffle this one, because this one is in play, back into the encounter deck. That is actually helpful. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Okay, I forgot the beginning of the quest phase. So I would have False Lead and Evil Storm. So I still would have picked False Lead. Okay. Okay. Now I will reveal my card. Here, Pursued by Shadow. It's not currently committed to the quest. I'm going to test of will that for 1. I don't want that. Okay. Okay. So now I quested for 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So that gets me through here. And I put 1 there. Do I want to commit her? I will commit her to get up to 5. Okay, and then I will put this into play, and that means that each additional event card costs 1, which is fine. Okay. So now we're ready, everybody. Raise my threat by 1. Ready. Keep the steward. Lorien gets... That's fine. Galleon. Galleon and Elven King are a good combination. Okay, so I'm going to bring Galleon into play this time. Let's see. $11. I didn't give myself resources. 7, 2, 3. Each location gets +1 until the end of phase. Then chooses and discards 1 card from his hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw 4-sided dice. 3, 1, 2, 3. That's this card. So that's the quicker than sight. So I'm okay with that. So that's 4, 7. How much did I have committed? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. That was 7, 11, so that's 4. Oh, you know what I forgot to do again? This is the problem. Okay, so this goes in, then I get to pick. Okay, so I'll still pick Treacherous Fog. So that's 4. So now we'll do Doomed One Surge. Okay. So I don't have any progress on this. This was back to 5. Let's see. The Eves of Mirkwood. Okay, so Eves of Mirkwood can't cancel stuff. So now that's each location gets +1. So that's 4, 7, 10. I was at 11, so that'll be still 6 here. Okay, so I'll still put this up there. Okay, I'll use Nenya to draw a card. There's a Lorien again. I'll draw a card at the beginning of the turn. That. So these aren't allies, these are events. So this is 10, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll play Orphan for 3. I won't worry about that. Now, Orphan allows me to bring something back from my hand, and I don't have any allies. So I have 2 of the 3 brothers out. That's good. Okay. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Okay, beginning of the quest phase, do this. Okay, I'll put the River Ningler into play. So that's that. Now we do this. Oh, look at this, guys. That's crazy. So there is a thing in play. So that's 4, 6, 8. How much did I quest for? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 8, 9, 8, 11. So there's 7. There's one more. I'll use her ability to get me through this. I'm sick and tired of this. Any player does not have a control hero with at least 1 clue objective attached cannot commit characters to this quest. Okay. It's fine. So I do have a clue card to this quest. I just need to travel for 8. I'll put the River Ninglor into play. I will engage this guy. No. Okay. It's a shadow card. I'm going to bring the Nath Guide back into my hand. Boom. To get rid of that. So this fizzles. That's fine. I'm going to do Olorien to ready to bring this guy out. That allows this guy to ready. So that's 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 3, 6, 8. I'll do 8 damage to this guy. He's dead. Okay. Raise my threat by 1. Draw a card. Now I get Rumel. Okay. I'll play the Nath Guide. So the Nath Guide, I won't even worry about anything. So now I'll quest 4, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll quest for 12. There's 2 out there. So that's the Banks of the Anduin. Okay. That's whatever. So that's 3, 4, 7. So that's 5 on there. Commit. Allow Galadriel to do her thing. So that does more than enough to this. Right? 5 and 4 is 9. So that puts 9 there. So that's good. Okay. So, as normal, if you saw any game invalidating plays, please let me know, and I will replay the thing. I think that it all worked out. I'm not sure exactly what my final score is, but we'll make sure we get that. So now it's on to Roskable. Carrick. Conflict at the Carrick here, which is the second adventure pack in the first cycle. Okay. Can't wait to try it. See you later.
And if you're interested in finding this or any of our back episodes of Card Talk, feel free to search YouTube where you can find our flagship video episodes with the username Card Talk 2018. Or you can search the RSS feed cardtalk2018.libsyn.org for our extended audio versions of our podcast. Or you can find us on Facebook at Card Talk 2018. And if you have any questions for Grant or myself or for both of us, feel free to email us at cardtalk2018@gmail.com.